Hi, welcome to another video. So in this video, we'll be talking about the Schmincke Super-Granulating colors. There are 15 colors in a range and there are 3 subgroups, namely the Glacier, Deepsea and Galaxy, and there are 5 colors in each group. There's not always a brown in each series, but there are 2 colors that are present in the 3 groups, namely the black, which I've introduced previously, and this one here is the blue. So there are 3 blues, each in 1 in each group. As you can see, they are not too similar, but if you look at the pigment, you'll be surprised that actually there are 2 colors with the same pigments being used, although I think the proportion is probably different, that's why they look different. Let's start with the one that is most complex. So this color here is Deepsea Blue. Deepsea Blue is a semi-transparent color. You can still see the fine lines underneath the paint. When you examine the water in paint in water test, the colors, you can see the granulation. They are very strong. It's a very strong granulating colors, and it's not staining. As you can see, the colors can be easily lifted off. And they do not separate out too much, so I would say the particles are probably same with same weight. So it's made up of actually 3 colors: the PB29, which is a French ultramarine, PG50, which is the cobalt turquoise, and PB16, which is a manganese violet. So it is in fact a very complex color. There are three different pigments in this color. And you will see these colors being repeated in many of the other paints that were made by Schmincke in this series. A very close color that I can say is actually is probably the cerulean blue chromium from Daniel Smith. It has this slight downness to the color. Yeah. So here we have the Glacier blue and the Galaxy blue. You can see that they have very similar property. The transparency, they are both semi-opaque colors. Especially the Glacier blue, which is slightly darker, you can actually see that the particles can actually cover the lines. And they are all granulating. Very I don't have to say anything about granulation. This series is definitely granulating. Whereas the staining wise, they are all both not staining. As you can see, I could remove most of the colors with a good scrub. Yeah, and when you look at the color pigments that are being used, you'll be surprised to see that they're actually made up with the same pigment. So they're all made up of these 2 colors, made up of PG29 and PB29 and PG50. So these 2 colors, I think they are. We sort of can actually guess that probably for the Galaxy blue they use more of the cobalt turquoise, and for the Glacier blue they probably use more of the French ultramarine, thus giving it more the French ultramarine color. And the very close color for the Glacier blue, it's the ultramarine colors, because I think you don't really need to buy this. You don't really need to buy this shade, because you can just use your ultramarine. Okay, and for this one here, for the Galaxy blue, you can see that I think it's pretty close to the cerulean blue in the Daniel Smith series. Okay, what would you use these in? Oh, it's very simple. Definitely in skies, in water bodies, in anything that's blue in color. These are nice colors to have. Yeah, but definitely not an absolute. It's not necessary to buy them, because you can mix them. You can probably just buy these 2 colors and you can actually mix them, and they all mix the same way. Especially with the brown, the pink, and the yellow, you do get all these, but they are slightly more muddy, compared to, let's say, the pure pigment colors, because these are actually mixtures. And as I said, for these super granulating colors, it's definitely better used alone. So let's examine these colors when used in a sketch. In the Galaxy blue, I really like how it looks in the sky. And I could actually mix it with these colors, the browns, to get a very nice gray for the shadow. Okay, this is Galaxy Blue. And this one over here is the Deepsea Blue. And Deepsea Blue, similarly, I mix it with the browns and the red, giving me some of these really nice, what do you call that, colors, the shadow colors. And it doesn't look too bad as a cloud on the sky. Glacier Blue looks slightly different. It is not so light. It is more ultramarine colors. It's actually closer to ultramarine blue than French ultramarine with that addition of the PG50. And similarly, you know, you can produce all these beautiful granulation with the dark colors, especially the brown that I've used. So there's probably no need for you to go out to rush out to buy these 3 colors, because they are very similar to a lot of these colors that we already have in the market, especially the cerulean and the ultramarine colors. So here are the 2 main pigments that these 3 colors are made from, and here are the 3 colors. And you can see from here that these are the very close colors that you really have in the range, Daniel Smith and the Schmincke colors. If you are really starting out and you just want to buy something for fun, just buy one of these colors and just try. So if you really like the color that is close to, let's say, ultramarine color, then you can actually go out and buy the Glacier Blue. But if you are more into you know, the really cerulean looking colors, and you do actually for Glacier Blue, Galaxy Blue, it's slightly more greenish than the Deepsea. Deepsea is slightly dull, more dull, and it has got 3 pigments, so you can't really use it so much. I would guess that, you know, if you're not into the ultramarine light color, it's better to get the Galaxy Blue. And as for the Deepsea Blue, if you really like this mixture, just go and buy it. Yeah. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoy really playing with these blue colors, and if you did, please just give me a thumbs up. And I thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.